Let's talk about somebody who I don't think he's ever going to win a Super Bowl as a head coach, and it breaks my heart.
Oh, no.
It does break my heart. Former player. He's been on the program. He's been great. They even tie in like gambling as a part of his entire being.
Yeah.
Oh, riverboat Ron, they say.
Riverboat.
Love riverboats.
Yeah.
Love riverboats.
Yeah.
Love former players that are coaches. Love former players having success. Love coaches that his players like him. Like that coaches have success. Been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I do believe we love guys that are able to beat cancer.
Yep.
And in the middle of doing that, inspire and lead and take on an entire thing while also having to build a culture that was being torn down at the same time by ownership. Love everything about it. I do believe as a football coach, though, his time is done.
Yeah.
The more things that he says with his outside voice that should be just inside voice things makes me realize that maybe he has lost the certain thing that head coaches need to have. For instance, not good to say, especially a guy that gets drafted to be potentially the future, to say, fuck, I had no idea this guy was good.
Really?
Do you know what I would have done if we knew this guy could play football like this? Jeez. And what we all liked about Sam Howell was how strong his arm was.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine at practice what he was doing.
Exactly.
Whenever he's just reading off cards, going against the defense, I'm sure the defense is like, hey, this guy's got a fucking hose over here.
Cannon.
And Ron Rivera's like, I don't want to see the film. I don't want to see the film. I don't want to see anything.
Heineke basically said as much to us, like, man, fucking Sam Howell looked fucking incredible all year.
Taylor Heineke was supposed to start a game, and the last game of the year, and he said, don't start me. You guys need to see this guy. And then Taylor Heineke came on Radio Row, and we're like, Taylor Heineke, kind of a, I don't want to start in the NFL. Okay, well, are you retired? Are you done? Are you going to go sell Pokemon cards, fake ones? Are you going to do, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you just going to zen for the rest of your life? Are you done with football? You're saying, I don't think I should start somebody else. What's that all about? And Taylor Heineke goes, no, I just really like the guy, and I think he is really good. And to be honest, Ron Rivera never watched him in practice.
Yeah, clearly.
That was all.
The only way that Coach Rivera is going to see this guy is if he gets into a game.
That's crazy.
And I'll tell you what, as soon as we saw him, I'm a massive fan. This follows him talking about Eric Bieniemy in a way where he's like, Eric, not a head coach, kind of a doofus. It's like, all right, that's inside voice. Might be real. Should not be saying that publicly. Had to come back. And then if you go back last year, I didn't even know we had a chance to make playoffs.
Yeah. Right.
So there's like numerous things now that have happened where I think Ron Rivera, Coach Ron Rivera has lost his fastball. Not saying he's a bad guy, but if I was a coach or the new owner, or if I was a fan or the new ownership, I'd be like, how many of these things that
Immediately. Like for a guy that haven't watched this guy practice, don't know what they can do, like what are you, the GM or the head coach? How are you not seeing what these guys can do, breaking down film and at least watching the game plan that your offensive coordinator or whoever is putting in, or even watching the guys that might be on the bubble of making the team?
Yeah, it's an interesting, fascinating thing here that is happening, but it's all revolves around him not using his inside voice.
Yeah.
It's always outside voice. You know, like I'm sure there's other coaches who have seen a quarterback for the first time when the lights come on and whenever the whole thing, and you're like, damn, did not know that this guy had it in him. But they're keeping that inside.
Yep.
You know, they're not saying, fuck. No idea.
Didn't know.
You know, you're the head coach. That's a tough thing. Following those other situations, I just feel like it's going to be tough for Ron Rivera to win. I hope that's not the case, but I think he's lost it. I think he's lost it as a head coach.
Yeah, I think so. But I think he also kind of got a raw deal. Like, obviously,
Agreed.
everyone in the NFL, if you're a head coach, you have a bunch of shit on your plate. But, like, no other guys were like, they basically forced him, like, hey, you're going to be part of, like, kind of reshaping the face of this franchise. Like, we need you to help pick the name. We need you to, restore the culture. Like, do all this shit that, like, yeah, obviously a new head coach comes in. He wants to instill his culture and build all that kind of stuff. But, like, he had to deal with, like, so much administrative bullshit, too. You wonder if part of him wasn't just, like, that just completely sapped everything out of it. And now it's like he's got nothing left.
What if he's just tapping out?
He could be.
What if he's just like, man, I've been through a lot. Yeah.
And he sees the writing on the wall, too, I'm sure. It's like, hey, new owner, this guy didn't hire me. Like, if we don't win 12 games this year, I'm probably going to get fired.
New owner, new team name probably coming.
Right. Yeah.
New era, new everything. And although Ron Rivera has been a part of the transition phase there, I don't think there's going to be any loyalty, especially in that NFC East.
Right.
Oh.
That is very, very good, which, once again, we can't stress enough. Love Ron Rivera. But, boy, there's been some things that caused us to question some stuff.
Do we think week 17, like Howell was out there and starting and throwing around and he had to say, who the fuck is this guy?
What's this guy's name? When do we sign him? This guy, he's on our team?
Howell.
I thought Heineke was supposed to. I told Heineke.
Is that a Wentz? No. Benched Heineke for Wentz.
Yeah.
When Heineke was on a win streak.
Yeah.
Even more, I don't want to keep compounding things, but recent history tells us that maybe Ron Rivera's exhausted. Maybe his decision-making isn't as sound as it once was. That's in press conferences and on the field. And maybe an advisor role.
Right.
Or a consultant
Yeah,
role.
absolutely.
So he's earned that, I think, in that building.
Yeah, definitely.
I think.
And it feels like as a player, he was awesome. Carolina people loved him. What if he thought Carson Wentz was Sam Howell going into that game?
Could have.
This guy sucks.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
We can't play this guy.
Defense, you guys tell me this guy's beating you every single day? No, the other guy. Who is the other
I
guy?
have another guy.
This is the guy.
We have 3 quarterbacks?
We're paying this guy $30 million. What are you talking about? Well, the other guy was drafted.
By who?
Okay.
Us?
I drafted him.
Maybe Ron could
No.
go back down to
Wrong
Carolina and they put him and Frank together and it'd be one competent coach.
Ron Rivera said, fuck.
Man.
Oh, my God. Don't get me started. Like, seriously, what was he doing last year? Like, okay, every day I went out to practice. One of the reasons why, as a general manager, you don't go on the road is because you focus on your team, right? I could sit in my office here today and I can watch every Texas A&M game. I don't have to go to College Station to scout Texas A&M. I can watch every game here. What is most important is making sure the players on this roster are getting better and we're utilizing the players the best we could. I've watched so many practice tapes. When we would come off the field, I may go over to Belichick and say, hey, Bill, you know, that kid, he looks really good. Maybe we should do something. Maybe we should give him more reps. That's the conversation you're having after every single practice. If I were watching Sam Howell and I were the general manager of the Washington Commanders and he was throwing lights out, because you guys both know now, he was throwing practice against the first-team defense. He was doing that the whole season.
Lasers.
I would have said, huh?
Lasers.
And he's throwing lasers on. I'm saying, look, maybe we should give him a chance. Let's watch him. We would make reels of players on every single tape. So at the end of the year, when we're reviewing the team, we're going to sit in an office and we're going to watch 250 plays of Sam Howell playing quarterback in practice. Again, we're going to watch him.
So think about this.
What was Rivera doing?
Lombo.
Was he just sleeping?
Lombo, Taylor Heineke was the one that made the decision in the last week of the year
I know.
last year to start him. You know, he was like, nah, you want to start me, but like, you should at least see this guy. And we attacked Taylor Heineke for that. We were like, Heineke, kind of soft here.
Come on.
How many opportunities you get? And he's like, no, the guy's really good.
So good.
Like this
I
guy,
mean, how would you like to be Josh Harris? You got a head coach who doesn't call offensive plays. He doesn't call defensive plays. And now he admits he wasn't paying attention to practice last year. Like, what do you do? Like, what are you doing? You've had 4, let me give this to you. I want to say this to you very clearly. You've had 4 playoff years, but you've only had 3 years over 500. That's remarkable.
It's pretty good odds, I guess. And I don't know if there's any other coach that's ever been able to pull that one off. But you do look in, I think out of 12 years, only like 4 winning seasons or something like that. There's a lot of stats that go against Ron Rivera. We know he had success at Carolina. We know a lot of people like him. He's an ex-player, so we love seeing it. But you take into account him not knowing that they still had a chance at the playoffs last year. Taylor Heineke saying you should start this guy. The Eric Bieniemy situation to literally start this entire thing. And then now, it's like it feels like he's either checked out, lost his fastball, or maybe doesn't want to deal with it anymore. You know, maybe he's just.
Well, you're watching practice all through the season to determine your team needs at the end of the year. You go into those meetings at the end of the year. Here's what you don't want to do. I don't want to draft a player in the 3rd or 4th round when we have that player currently on the team. So if we say we like this offensive lineman who's the guard and we think he's good, and I don't want to draft another 3rd round guard because this kid could be the guy. I don't want to double up on it, or I don't want to. You got to understand your roster. It's called scouting within, not looking outside. And if you're the general manager, and he is too, Pat, don't confuse this now. He's got full authority over everything. Remember, he's the head coach. He's cooking. He's buying the groceries. He's doing the shopping. He's doing all the cooking. What's he doing then?
Yeah, it feels like his days are numbered. He knows that as well, which is potentially another reason why he was like, I'm not watching anything.